Hello, and welcome to another edition of SCSUTV News. I'm Shaun Ghazali.
And I'm Katherine Krajcik. Today, we are covering the Super Southern Homecoming Weekend, an update on the Starbucks that's coming to Buley Library, Southern sports, and more.
But first, breaking news this week. A young adult male was pronounced dead on the scene Sunday evening after falling hundreds of feet off of West Rock. Reports say their circumstances that led to the victim's fall are still unknown. The Environmental Conservation Police and the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection are currently undergoing an investigation.
Homecoming weekend is always a time to look forward to here at Southern. With plenty of family-friendly events, there's something for everyone to enjoy. SCSUTV's Ghazali Peralta attended the festivities.
Whether it was fictional or everyday heroes, Southern students kicked off homecoming with designing colorful banners that depicted this year's superhero theme. Saturday's events included the annual parade in which different organizations and halls created skits and dances to perform for the eager crowd. Eric LaCharity hosted the event.
It's honestly one of the longest running traditions that we have on this campus, and it's nice because you get the residence halls, the clubs and organizations, in some cases inquiry classes, Greek life, and we get the campus together, and they put a lot of time and energy into these floats. You see the crowd reactions, like the families, the students, the administration who comes out, and they really enjoy it. So we love to see that. We think it helps with campus spirit. We think it helps with keeping these traditions going and kind of building on new ones. So, I can't say enough good things about the parade.
Following the parade was a tailgate in which students and their families lined up to grub on burgers, hot dogs, and pizza from a wood-fire pizza truck. Parade goers then made their way over to Jess Dow Field, where they cheered on the Owls, who, despite a valiant effort, lost to Assumption College 50-60. They did, however, have small victories. Southern set new single-game records for total offense plays and yards that night. Reporting for SCSU-TV, I'm Ghazali Peralta.
OLAS and the Multicultural Center held their annual Noche de Gala celebration this past Thursday night. Each year, the event is focused around a particular country. This year's was Peru. There were cultural performances and plenty of dancing that took place.
Plumbing and construction projects have delayed the opening of the Starbucks on campus. Our own Janae Thomas caught up with faculty to investigate the holdup.
Students have been eagerly awaiting the arrival of Starbucks since its announcement earlier in September.
I heard it through the school newspaper.
But Brad Creer, the director of the Student Center, said students may have to wait a little bit longer.
Well, I think a real date is the day you come back from Thanksgiving break, the Monday. I want to say it's like the 30th of November, something like that.
The delay is caused by a lack of plumbing near the cafe where Starbucks will be placed.
When they did the design, we expected there to be drains and water in the building, in the cafe area. When they opened up the ceiling or the walls to try to find out, okay, where are they going to put the sinks, where are they going to put where the floor drains, that type of stuff, there were none in there.
While Dunkin' remains the main coffee source on campus, some say they prefer the Starbucks coffee.
I'll probably just go to Starbucks, but I'm not really sure what the exchange will be, if they take meal exchanges or not, so I don't know.
Creer said he wasn't 100% sure as to whether Starbucks would take meal exchanges.
We were hoping that they would be able to use a meal swipe in exchange for it. Right now, it's a 50-50 whether that's going to happen or not. That's a whole nother story.
In the meantime, students still have the option to use their food loot and meal exchanges at Dunkin'. Reporting for SCSU-TV, I'm Janae Thomas.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Red flags can be seen all across campus to bring awareness to this cause. If you would like to fill out one of these flags, stop by the VPOS Center located in the lower level of Schwartz Hall.
With another Republican debate this week and the presidential primaries right around the corner, Katherine is going to give us the latest on the 2016 presidential race.
2016 will be here before we know it. Connecticut's primaries are going to be held on Tuesday, April 26, 2016. Make sure to register with a party soon if you'd like to participate in the Democrat or Republican primary. If you are a registered Democrat, you currently have 4 candidates to choose from, after former Senator Jim Webb and former Governor of Rhode Island Lincoln Chafee dropped out of the race. The last four standing are former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, former Senator Bernie Sanders, former Governor of Maryland Martin O'Malley, and Lawrence Lessig, a law professor at Harvard Law School. For the Republicans, you have a total of 15 options. In many different polls, the frontrunners seem to be Donald Trump, Ben Carson, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, and Jeb Bush. But let me tell you, the polls really do keep fluctuating. The college Republicans will be putting on a debate viewing party at 7:45 in Engelman A120 this Wednesday for the 2015 CNBC Republican presidential debate. That's all for the political update. Make sure to stay engaged. Municipal elections are coming up on November 3rd, so go home and vote. Now here's Matt Cilbrith with the latest in Southern sports.
Thanks, Katie. The Southern football team and their all-of-a-sudden high-powered offense kept up their recent success Saturday, beating St. Anselm College 28-14. It's been quite the turnaround season for the Owls. In the first 4 games of the year, they were 0-4, averaging just 15.5 points a game. In their last 4 now, they've gone 3-1, averaging 31.5 points a game. See if they can keep it up going forward. Another offense that kept rolling this weekend was the men's soccer team, beating Assumption 2-0 at home. It was the usual suspects getting the job done for the Owls. Louis Greenway Tambini scored his 8th goal of the year, and Che Brangman netted his 5th. The women's soccer team was so close to grabbing an upset victory over number 17th ranked St. Rose, but lost on 2 unanswered goals by the Golden Knights, the game winner coming in overtime. The swimming and diving team celebrated their 55th anniversary this weekend with a banquet and meet, alumni versus students. Sandy Meyerson presented the first ever Women's Endowment Scholarship for the program, and oh yeah, the alumni won the meet again. This past week, I caught up with the new head coach of the women's basketball team, Kate Lynch, to get an early look at what to expect from the team this year. The one and only time the Southern women's basketball team has won a national championship, Kate Lynch was leading the Owls on the court. Now, she's back at SCSU, taking the reins as head coach, looking to get this team back to competing for a championship.
It takes a while. I mean, it's not something that's easily done. It's going to take some years. It's going to take the changing of the culture in general. But, like I said, we have 17 young ladies who are brought in that can help us start moving towards that goal. If we come together this year, really the sky's the limit for us. I mean, if we're focused every single game, and we've got some really good pieces, and we're really coming together. So we can be pretty good if we stay focused.
While it might be early in her tenure as a head coach, the team's goals aren't anything less than being on top.
I think everybody's always looking for an E10 championship. It's hard not to all the time. So, our focus is to always win a championship, get to NCAAs, win a national championship. I mean, just because it's our first year, it's no different.
For some of the players on the team, like senior forward Jackie Bethea, Lynch is not only their new head coach, but a perfect example of where the team wants to be.
Say like her coming to us as a former player and somebody that has won a championship here, knows what it takes. It's easier for us to listen to her because we know that she was in our shoes. So it's like looking at her, be like, she's doing what she did when she won. So it's like, why wouldn't we listen? You know what I'm saying? She's bringing us and giving us an opportunity to learn from the best. Like her and our coach, both our coaches were on the championship team, so it's pretty exciting to have them teach us what they learned, and then in the same routine as they won a championship, hopefully they're trying to put a ring on our finger,
The Owls' home opener this season is Tuesday, November 24th against AIC. That will do it for sports this week, but if you're interested in more sports talk, make sure to check out our new show, Across the Board, premiering this week on SCSUTV. Now let's send it back over to the news desk.
Thanks, Matt, and thank you for watching. For more updates, follow us on Twitter at SCSUTV and watch us on Channel 919.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you next week.